Hey, have you ever felt like life is just happening to you? Like you're stuck in this constant cycle of reacting to problems, putting out fires, and never really moving forward? If so, trust me, you're not alone. A lot of people are on the same boat. But what if I told you there's a way to shift that? A way to take control, focus on what really matters, and build a life that's not just busy, but effective? That's exactly what Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is all about. This book is a game changer, and today we're going to break it down habit by habit. Think of this as a practical guide to living a more intentional, balanced, and impactful life. Let's dive in. Habit 1. Be proactive. Take control of your life. Covey starts with a simple but powerful message. You are in charge. Life isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. Most people live in a reactive state, blaming circumstances, other people, or even bad luck. But Covey says we always have a choice. Here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You have two options. You can sit there fuming, yelling at the cars around you, or you can use that time productively. Maybe listen to a podcast, reflect on your day, or just enjoy some quiet. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you react to it. Covey introduces the idea of the circle of influence and the circle of concern. The circle of concern includes everything you worry about but can't control, like the weather, politics, or other people's opinions. The circle of influence, on the other hand, is where you have power, your actions, your mindset, your effort. Effective people focus their energy on their circle of influence, not wasting time on things they can't change. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. What's your vision? Now that you're taking control, the next step is knowing where you're headed. Covey asks us to imagine this. What if you could attend your own funeral? What would you want people to say about you? How would you want to be remembered? That might sound a little heavy, but it's an eye-opener. Covey's point is simple. If you don't have a clear vision for your life, you'll just drift from one thing to the next. Effective people start with the end in mind. They have a personal mission statement, a clear vision of who they want to be and what they want to achieve. Think about it. If your goal is to be a kind, generous person, are your daily actions reflecting that? If you want financial freedom, are you taking the right steps today? This habit is about aligning your daily decisions with your long-term goals. Habit 3. Put first things first. Prioritize what truly matters. All right, here's where it gets practical. You've got your vision, but how do you make sure you're working toward it every day? Covey's answer: prioritize. We all have the same 24 hours, but some people seem to achieve so much more. Why? Because they focus on what's important, not just what's urgent. Covey uses a brilliant analogy. Imagine your life is a jar. The big rocks are the things that matter most. Your family, health, personal growth. The sand, that's the little stuff. Emails, social media, minor tasks. If you fill the jar with sand first, there's no room for the big rocks. But if you start with the big rocks, the sand will fit in around them. So ask yourself, what are the big rocks in your life? And are you giving them the attention they deserve? Habit 4. Think win-win. Everyone can win. Here's a mindset shift. Life isn't a zero-sum game where one person wins and the other loses. Covey says effective people think win-win. They look for solutions where everyone benefits. Let's say you're negotiating with a client. Instead of trying to get the best deal for yourself, think about how you can create value for them too. Maybe you offer a discount in exchange for a long-term partnership. They win and you win. This habit applies to relationships, work, and even friendships. When you focus on mutual benefit, you build trust, respect, and stronger connections. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen. Really listen. All right, quick question. How often do we really listen in conversations? Most of us are just waiting for our turn to talk. Covey says this is a huge mistake. If you want to be effective, you need to understand others first. Imagine a doctor prescribing medication without fully understanding the patient's symptoms. That wouldn't work, right? The same goes for communication. Before offering advice or sharing your opinion, take the time to truly understand the other person's perspective. When people feel heard, they're more likely to listen to you in return. It's a game changer for resolving conflicts and building stronger relationships. Habit 6. Synergize. The power of teamwork. Covey is all about collaboration. He says that when people with different strengths come together, they can create something far greater than they ever could alone. This is synergy. Think of a band. Each musician plays a different instrument, but together they create beautiful music. The key is valuing diversity and being open to new ideas. Effective people know they don't have all the answers, and they actively seek out others to work with. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Take care of yourself. Finally, let's talk about self-care. Covey reminds us that we can't be effective if we're running on empty. This habit is about renewal, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It could be as simple as going for a walk, reading a book, meditating, or spending time with loved ones. Whatever recharges your energy, make it a priority. After all, you can't build the life you want if you're constantly exhausted. So, there you have it, the 7 habits of highly effective people. These aren't just tips. They're a framework for living a more intentional, balanced, and impactful life. Remember, it's not about perfection. You don't have to master all 7 habits overnight. Start with 1, maybe being proactive or prioritizing what matters, and build from there. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And hey, if you haven't read the book yet, I highly recommend it. It's packed with wisdom that can truly transform your life. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See you in the next video, and remember, your habits shape your future.